Thank you so much for being here today, my friends. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep it simple. We're doing the Divine Masculine today. The simple truth, like what's going on in your masculine's life. Nothing fancy, nothing major, just what's really happening. What's going on. A lot of you guys, you know, you want to know, you're curious. You don't know if they're doing well. You don't know if they're doing miserable. You don't know if there's gonna ever be a reconciliation, or you're with them right now reconciled and you're not sure what they're thinking or feeling, you know, so you're just kind of in the dark possibly. So let's come into the light. Let's see what's happening with the DM, the simple truth, like what's going on in their life right now. And keep in mind, a divine masculine can be either a male or a female. Sometimes it's just the energy. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a male, but there is those occasions where the other person is just embodying an energy. Spirit, please guide and direct me for the divine masculine. These are going to be his hopes, his fears, his desires, what it is he really wants in life, but you know, also some things in his head or his feelings or his mind that make him feel like maybe that's not possible, you know. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Yes, I am. I have one of those a day. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what's blocking the masculine. What's making the masculine have a hard time? Okay. And what is good for the masculine? What are some good choices? What's helpful? What is the masculine doing that is helpful? All right. And what's happening in the masculine's life right now? Like just daily life. What's going on? What is their business all about? What's up in their business? What's going on with the DM? What's going on in the life of the DM? And what does Spirit see as an outcome? Okay. Bottom of the deck for the divine masculine. Oh, thank you so much, Elizabeth. I love you, girl. I love you so much. Bottom of the deck is the dice. God, we're getting these a lot lately, guys. And this represents taking a risk, a leap of faith, a jump. This is good luck, hopefully, depending on the cards that are going to be popping up as soon as I turn them over. If the energy seems good, it's good luck. If all the energy seems negative, it's bad luck. Okay? But right now, the masculine is taking some risks in their life. They know it. They're aware of it. The masculine feels like whatever behavior is happening, you know, they kind of called it into their life. So they're understanding. I love you. What? Your tummy doesn't feel good? Well, go potty. Okay. We'll try to do more, okay? Get some drink. There's some cranberry juice on the counter. Get some water. Oh, okay. The card that came out for the masculine is, I'm so lonely, but I just want to be left alone. So this is this energy of isolation, hermit vibes, Virgo vibes, you know. Can also be seen as Scorpio or Pisces. Isn't it funny that the Dashtana houses, the negative houses, the scary houses, the difficult karmic houses, happen to be those signs? Isn't that weird? Virgo is the 6th house. That's a difficult house. 8th house is Scorpio, another difficult house. The Dashtana house. Pisces is another difficult house. And isn't it funny that the 3 of those particular signs tend to favor isolation? You know why? Because difficulty tends to just want to be isolated. People that struggle, people that have a hard time, They don't really want to be around other people because they want to go deep inside themselves. They want to go through the darkness alone. They want to be in peace. They don't want to be judged. They don't want to be bothered. So I definitely have this energy where the masculine right now is just wanting to be left alone because he's having a difficult time. And keep in mind, he can be a she, but this DM is having a difficult time in life in some aspect, and they just want to be left alone. Bottom of the deck here is, you have no idea how badly I want to taste you, thirsty. I kind of don't take this as sexual, although a lot of you guys could take this sexual. If you are in contact with your divine masculine and you guys are seeing each other, they really want to be intimate with you right now. Very intense Scorpio vibes, I want to be intimate. But if you are not in contact with your DM at this time, this just means you have no idea how much I want to be in your energy. I really want to be warm and comforted and safe in your energy. Let's go ahead and talk about the masculine situation right now. One more card. Masculine's situation. Okay. Let's look at those hopes, those desires, the things the masculine wants. What's attached? No, it's this one. What's attached? No, that's not it. Shoot. You know what? I'm just going to use both of them. I feel torn. Okay. And what's hurting the masculine? What is hurting the masculine? Okay. Actually, I'm just going to take that one back. Put that one back. Just so torn, my gosh. Okay. What's helping the masculine? What is helping the divine masculine? What are some good choices? What's good? What are the right steps? What are the right steps? Spirit, what do you see for the outcome? Okay. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. I like that. So the divine masculine has a very loving heart. The divine masculine is an affectionate person. I think a lot of you guys admire that about your DM. They have a kindness to them, a sweetness, a gentleness to them. What's happening in the divine masculine situation right now? What's happening in the divine masculine's situation right now? Okay. Okay. What does the divine masculine want? All right. What's hurting the divine masculine? What's helping the divine masculine? I feel like this needs to be reversed. Okay. And what does Spirit see for the outcome? Okay. All right, bottom of the deck for the divine masculine is Two of Wands in reverse. Not really knowing where to go, what to do. A decision really hasn't been made right now. A little bit torn between two worlds. The masculine doesn't really have anywhere to go right now. There's like no way out. There's no way to go. The masculine is in a rock and a hard spot. I don't really have any options. That's what I'm feeling. I just don't have any options. The choices I make are because I don't have any options. Interesting. Okay. I have no options. This is my only choice. This is what I must do. Okay. All right, some messages from your DM. We have, I'm so confused. I don't know what to do. Please help me figure this out. So they're looking for their true north, looking for their compass. Right now the masculine is torn between them, I don't know, some kind of a decision. And it feels like an important decision. It's a decision over what they really want. This person has desires, but they're not really feeling like they can choose what it is they do desire. So the masculine's having this hard time, like, I know what I feel I want, but there's no possible way. This could be about a job. This could be about a relationship. This could be about spiritual growth. I mean, you name it. But that's how the masculine's feeling right now. All right, let's go ahead and start with the desires of the masculine. First card out in the tarot is Ten of Swords. This is ending a situation, a difficult stabbing in the back. Obviously, this is a painful ending. This is, I meet my demise. There's nothing else I can do. This is it. This is the end of the road. My mind is turning and turning and turning, and I just want it to stop. I want the pain to stop. That's what the Ten of Swords is. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, and I just want it to stop. So the masculine is feeling the pain of betrayal, either because it was done to them or a card here about what they want and desire is. Ooh, we have a cute little puppy dog. The masculine may very well simply just want a dog right now. They're thinking about getting a puppy, thinking about getting a new best friend. They might be asking around, is anyone, getting rid of a dog? Or maybe they're shopping for a dog. Maybe they feel like they just lost their dog and they're thinking about getting a new dog soon, hoping it's their dog returning to them. But this is about love and loyalty and friendship, and unconditionally, by the way. And so what the masculine really wants is a lover that is friendly, that loves dogs, that values friendship, that is loyal, and a comfort, And the masculine with the Ten of Swords really just wants the pain to stop. Now, it's possible that the masculine may have a dog that is suffering right now, going through some kind of an illness. Their dog may be suffering. And maybe it's just arthritis, but their best friend, if they have an older dog, they're concerned about their dog's health. And they're worried that they might have to put their dog down. And for some masculines, that is what's going on right now. There's a worry and a concern about it. Now, if it's just metaphorical, the simple truth is your masculine does deeply desire divine love that is loyal and true, and is tired of the betrayal and the lies and the pain and suffering of this world. The other cards that come out are, oh my gosh, what? Okay, so we have the twin flames. Twin flames, union, coupling, duality, balance, complement each other. Wow, the divine masculine really wants and hopes for the twin flame union. But remember, this is also his fear. His hope and fear is the same thing, union. And I think the fear is, what if it ends badly? I want this union because I love this person and I want to be with this person. But if I'm with them, what if it ends terribly? What if it ends in cheating, lying, betrayal, suffering, and heartache? Will they ever take me back? I don't know. There's some concern. There's some worry. Also, can you forgive me? after everything I've done with the Ten of Swords, and maybe something was done to them, and they're wondering, can I ever really forgive? We have the Golden Mirror, a self-absorbed narcissist, a one-sided relationship, and love bombing. I feel like they've been in a relationship that has been very unloving, and they're scared with the Ten of Swords that the twin flame relationship is going to end up just like the other relationships. Narcissistic. I do think the simple truth, the masculine may very well be in a narcissistic relationship right now. If the masculine is in a narcissist relationship right now, they want out, Ten of Swords. And they are looking in the mirror and literally saying that, I want out. I want my twin flame. I want my best friend. I want a good partner. I want out, Ten of Swords, of a very cold-hearted relationship.
I just don't get a prize because I couldn't have won in the program.
Good.
Good.
Oh, very good. Well, when I'm done, we will have prizes then. Go brush your teeth. You have the sugar all over you. You have sugar all over you. Go do it. Anyways, so with this Ten of Swords, I do feel like they're ending a relationship. It could be with either a Scorpio, Pisces, or Virgo, or an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay? So I do think what they desire and what they're hoping for is the ending, Ten of Swords, to a very difficult relationship. And the union with the twin flame. They've been looking in the mirror a lot lately and realizing the error of their ways and hoping for forgiveness. So I really like that they're in a really good positive energy of hope, but they're also scared that is there even going to be forgiveness? Jessie Bonbon, I was reminiscing my dog yesterday and today. Aww. Hey, Perfect Storm Twins. Hey, Sarah. All right. So let's see what's happening in the masculine's world right now, because those are hopes and fears. These are mostly feelings and ideas. But what's like literally going on? So we're going to dive into that. And keep in mind, there could be literally something going on with a dog right now with the masculine as well. But let's just dive in. First card. The Ace of Swords. What's literally happening to the masculine right now is, well, first of all, be careful because they might get cut. If they're chopping meat or vegetables, it's like, be careful. You know, maybe they're working with knives today. I just get the feeling paper cut or a slice on the finger or thumb, or this recently happened. But be careful with working with knives. That's not a good thing. But also, this is clear, sharp, and concise. This is an aha moment, a moment of clarity. They might even be listening to the song, well, I guess to the band, Aha. That's like a 1980s band. So maybe there's a message there. But I feel like they're listening to music right now. I think they're being honest with themselves and honest with other people. I think they're having a brand new beginning. The sun is out today. And I feel like they're getting wisdom and enlightenment, and they're growing as a person. And I feel like today is a really good, positive, sunny day for them. They're feeling optimistic. They're finally seeing the truth, and they're speaking the truth. I like that. They're being very clear with people. They're holding their ground, and they're drawing some boundaries. But mostly this feels like a fresh new day. I feel like for some masculines, they might be moving. This is moving day for me. For some reason, I get moving day. We could be dealing with a very strong air sign. Also for the masculine himself or herself. And I don't know. Are they packing bags? Are they moving? Are they starting a new job? I just feel like this is a brand new beginning, a brand new step in a right direction. So this is a very good message about honesty, clarity, and a fresh new beginning, a fresh, crisp, clean, fresh new start And I have to say, with the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Swords, this person is truly going through a new beginning because they just recently got through a painful ending of some situation. Okay, so this is very, very good. And if they haven't just gotten through a difficult ending, they will be starting a difficult ending very soon so they can have this new beginning. Let's go ahead and get the other card. Okay, so what are they doing right now? We have the Tree. We got this yesterday for some reading. Anyways, I feel like this is the Kabbalah Tree of Life. It's heavily tied to the occult and mysticism. It's got deep ties and roots in the ancient teachings. And this is about the travel of life. It's about reincarnation. It's about life and death and rebirth. Starting up here is the ethers. It's the Fool card. And it goes and travels down throughout the major arcanas. And it has different cycles of life. It has the Magician and the High Priestess, and it has the Emperor and the Empress, and it has the Hierophant. And it just continues. And it goes down from the Chariot to the Strength card and, you know, the Hermit, which I already said, didn't I? And it goes all the way down till death and rebirth, you know. And it just, this is the birth of life. And it starts here in this world. And then when we end in this world, we're reborn into the ethers and then back down again like a cycle. And so this does talk about the bloodline. It talks about family history. It talks about responsibilities of the family. And it talks about stability and our roots. So right now I think the masculine is with family, definitely dealing with family. Thank God they have family around them in some way, but the masculine is dealing with family. And they're just communicating very openly with their family. They're having a lot of good conversation today. They're just keeping it simple. They're having talks with their mom or their dad, or their son or their daughter, or their spouse. They're just communicating and they're starting to open up. There was a period where the masculine was closed down, shut off. Now this is back on. This is a green light. This is, let's talk, let's get stable, let's work on stabilizing the family. And excuse my voice today, guys. I really do have a sore throat. I've been drinking tea and everything. It is what it is. So bear with me. I don't like my voice either. Anyways, the next card is, well, I'm not shocked, but I'm kind of shocked. This is what's happening right now in their daily life. They're going through some kind of a breakup, a separation, stopping the pattern. There's even a mention here of silent treatment. I don't see that with the Ace of Swords, but maybe their new beginning is telling someone what they really feel and then cutting them off and then giving that person silent treatment after they've been done talking to them. And then we have the abandonment message. Now these cards do tie together. Sharp knives and axes. And that Ten of Swords. I mean, right now, this is just a very loud, clear message, wouldn't you guys say? About what's happening for the masculine. A very painful ending, an ending of some type of relationship. Could be a job, but I really think it's a relationship. This is a fight. This is a breakup, a separation, a clear new beginning, and the cutting. So in a nutshell, the masculine is cutting sharply someone off, having that big breakup, that big separation, abandoning a situation, leaving it behind. Now, it is possible that the masculine is not doing the abandoning and not doing the breakup, but that another partner is. So it is possible that somebody is cutting the masculine off, abandoning the masculine, getting clear and concise and honest with the masculine, and drawing the line in the sand and saying, this is my boundary and it's over. So somebody might be abandoning the masculine, and that could totally be what's happening. Where did I put? Oh, there it is. I do feel like if they are abandoning a situation or someone's abandoning them, it has something to do with family because of the family tree. So this could be their mom, their dad, their brother, their sister, their daughter, their son, or even a husband or wife or fiance or boyfriend or girlfriend. Somebody that feels like family to them is who's being cut off or doing the cutting off, depending on the situation. All right. So that's what we have going on so far. Let's get some other messages from the masculine about this situation. I will be back to tell you the truth. I can't keep these feelings inside of myself anymore. So the masculine wants to talk to you as the person who's watching and open up. This person wants to really be a friend. That dog is here, its companion. And this person is dying to spill the beans, dying to talk to you, dying to get the cat out of the bag. This person wants to let you know the dramas that have been going on in their life and the endings that they're going through. But right now I feel like they can't do that because they're kind of fresh. This is fresh, just starting, just brand new into their situation. What is not helping the masculine right now? What are they kind of goofing up? The Empress in reverse. What is not helping them is a toxic mom or a toxic mother-in-law or a toxic wife or a toxic fiance. But that is not what's helping them right now. What's hurting them is this person. And this could be Taurus, Libra, or Cancer, but this person is hurting the masculine, not giving good advice, not nurturing the masculine right now. This is not keeping up the house, not cooking, not cleaning, not being supportive, not being comforting, not being kind, not being a nurturer, not being a good parent or a good spouse. This is being argumentative, bossy, controlling, negative. It's just toxic. You know, the Empress in reverse is not a good sign. And that's what's hurting the masculine right now. These are the bad choices. These are the blocks. This is the trouble in the masculine's life. The other card that comes out is, Heart with the Key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, perfect. What's hurting the masculine and is a bad choice is they may have given their heart or the key to their heart to a very toxic Empress. This is usually an older woman, okay? But it doesn't have to be a woman, but it usually is. And that is the person that's blocking them. The next one is, the Cross. This is a heavy burden to bear. The cross generally stands for when Jesus was being crucified in the Lenormand, and carrying the cross is a burden. It was very painful. It was very difficult. And you ever heard that saying, this is my cross to bear? That's what this kind of represents. And yeah, it has to do with faith, has to do with belief. It also has to do with commitment. This is a very painful commitment. This person may have married the wrong person, to be honest. And with the Heart with the Key, that could represent a ring that symbolizes commitment, something that makes them feel locked, because this is a lock, literally a padlock with a key. They may be locked and trapped into a contract of marriage, and that person is holding them back. So for a lot of you guys, the masculine is just simply being held back by a marriage, a toxic marriage. For other people, this masculine may be held back because of a contract, a job, a living arrangement with paperwork, something like that. I'm going to go ahead and read that because I think that's an important message, what's being blocked. The number 36 also sticks out to me because Saturn doesn't really mature till the age of 36. 36 is a Saturn number, and Saturn represents karma. So it says, I am the bringer of grief. We are reading the cross, okay? I am the bringer of grief, sadness, and burdens. I am also bringing up ordeals. When I am here in your reading, I represent pain, suffering, and guilt. This is the area of my expertise. I claim weeping. I claim tears, lamentations, and I ask for prayers and supplications. When happy cards are to my right, then you shouldn't experience too much fright. But if there is a negative card, like the Ten of Swords, to my right, I represent ultimate suffering. The cross in the Lenormand is a symbol of the state of suffering and the universal and unavoidable pain. It is a state of carrying the burden of others, much like the Ten of Wands. It is the state of being not accountable for one's actions. The cross we have to bear, the karma that we must face. This is a card in the calling of responsibility, despite the cost. On a positive note, redemption can come. Oh gosh. Man, guys, I really thought this masculine reading was just going to be simple. But I guess masculine, when I do your reading, it's never that simple, is it? As much as I'd like it to be simple. I think the reason you just want to be left alone is because you've made some piss poor choices. Let's just get real. Let's be simple. Let's be down to earth. With the Empress in reverse, even if you're not in a connection with her, it represents you not being a responsible parent or a responsible spouse. It means you did not honor your vows. You may be suffering with the pain of a divorce. You may be suffering with the pain of cheating on your spouse. You may be suffering from the lack of responsibility for your children or for your home or for your karma in general. What you want is the pain and the guilt and the suffering to be over. This is why you desire the Ten of Swords. But you also know that you want to make things good again between your twin flame, which is representative of the dog, and does speak about loyalty and friendship and kindness and goodness. And this dog has the lead, the leash, and the collar, but it's off the dog. And it's a freedom. It's like, I'm here because I want to be, not because I'm tied up to this leash on a collar. I chose to be here, even though I don't have to be here. I could run away, but I want to be with you. So anyways, masculine, I do understand that you really, really want to be with the right person, but you did not do the right thing. And no matter how much you want to escape your pain and get rid of it, you are riddled with guilt. And to be honest, if something is hurting you right now in your walk, if there is something causing you to stumble, it is your lack of taking responsibility, which is the cross and the burden you must bear. You made choices, you made decisions to marry someone or to lay down with someone and make a child or plural children. You made a decision to get married. You made a decision to pursue a relationship. You made a decision to build some kind of a something, because the Empress does talk about a birth. The Empress does talk about motherhood or a child. And I feel like you may have left an Empress in the dust, abandoned an Empress, or maybe more than one Empress. And also the burden in your life, the thing that's causing you to stumble, is you do not have a good female role model. You do not have a good grandmother, or a very good mother, or a very good mother-in-law. But you do not have a good female role model. And it's causing you to make piss poor choices. And the fact remains, you made your bed, you should lie in it. And as much as you want to run away, that's not going to happen, and you know it. So what's causing you to stumble is not taking responsibility. Just being real, just being honest about it. You really do want to get back and tell your twin flame the truth. And you do want to tell your twin flame the feelings that you have inside of you, because honestly, you're ready to explode. All right. We're going to go ahead and see what is helping you. What are some good choices that you are making? At least something good here. The card out is, dun, 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 the Fool card. However, it did come in reverse, so I'm wondering. When the Fool card comes in reverse, I feel like the good choice that you're making is to not be stupid. You're not an idiot. You look before you leap. You're not just jumping into the fray. You're not a last-minute person. You're a planner. You're not spontaneous. So the good things that you're doing is trusting the universe, but also making practical plans. You're not just being foolish by jumping into this. So I do think that's good. You're also not trying to start something new. I think if you tried to start a brand new relationship, that would be stupid. So I see that it's in reverse, and you're like, I can't get into another relationship. Because I feel like there was an Aries. There was somebody recently that said, hey, you know, I want to get to know you. I want to be with you. Or I want to go out with you. Or I want to go to bed with you. Or I want to whatever. And so there was an offer. And you turned the offer down. So there was somebody here that wanted something with you, and you did say no. So that is something good that you're doing right now. Let's get the other card. Oh, yeah, look at that. It came in reverse as well. But look, it's in the upright for me, but I mean, it was there. This is saying no to a relationship. There's somebody else that wanted a partnership with you, but it was the wrong person. It was a karmic, or it was just some fly-by-the-night person. It was not your twin flame. It was not your divine soulmate. So you flat out said no. Good job. Really, 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 really proud of you. High five. Good job. That was a good choice. Usually you just jump in. You just go with the flow. You take a lot more risks. But this time you're not. You're like, yeah, I have a lot of karma. I don't think I want to add any more karma onto this to this long list of karma I already have, you know? So you are getting offers. This person could be somebody from work, I do feel, or a friendship, some kind of a circle of friends that you met this person in. You turning them down was the best thing you could have done for your karma. Because now you can focus on fixing your karma and reuniting with the twin flame. And the swans do represent twin flames, lifetime partners. So yeah, this axe, this breaking up, this separation, stopping a pattern. I think that's really loud, even with the tree, stopping a pattern. You know, I think you want to stop the pattern. You want to stop making this happen over and over again, recreating the karma that you've been recreating. You're done. And really, that is the Ten of Swords. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop now. What is the next card that you have for doing good things? Oh, I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirting, and wanting to date. Again, you said no to this. That's the Fool card. Yep. In reverse, you were like, I know you want to flirt. I know you want to date. I know this is fun. I know you like me. But the answer is no. I already have someone. Or the masculine's just saying no, period, because the masculine doesn't want to get involved in another relationship. Because clearly you already have one. You already have one over here you have to focus on. So good job. Saying no to this person is a good job, because they were very flirty. They came to you. They were forward with you. They let you know it was going to be easy. If you wanted to be with them, it would be easy. And it was honestly easy for you to say yes, but the difficulty was you said no. So I'm really proud of you. And I think the cross watchers should be proud of you. We're going to read 24 because these are your good choices. And what you do want is the dog and the twin flames. So you are being loyal. Okay, you're making some good choices now. You're turning back. The form of happiness and love is simply drawn in my shape. Aw, the heart. I am your feelings and I am your emotions. I am your passions and I am your devotions. Just make sure no bad cards are around me to spoil this fondness and affection. This heart varies from almost biological and physical to just a message of love. The heart is symbolic of relationship. Here you see a heart formed by two swans, a bird itself symbolic with courtship and relationship, monogamy, and enduring love. The heart is always a card signifying beautiful emotions. And to receive this card is a blessing. It does represent a promise of luck, commitment, and marriage. I love it. So the good decision is you are wanting the right thing. By you wanting and desiring a reconnection with the twin flame is exactly the right thing, because that's leading you towards union, and it's leading you towards this beautiful connection of love that's going to purify, cleanse the karma and the heavy cross and burden that you need to get through right now. So yeah, your love is guiding you back. I also feel like you're falling back in love with your twin flame or divine partner. The song that's playing in my mind is Celine Dion. It's all coming back to me. And it's that soft part where she's like, if you touch me like this, you know, if you feel me like that, you know, there's a rush of emotions and now it's all coming back to me. So I do feel that Celine Dion song for you. And I don't know if it's happened yet or it will happen, but I do think you're definitely on the road and certainly the path for reunion and reuniting with the twin. That Ace of Swords is what you're doing right now, and the Axe says you are cutting old patterns and cutting off old toxic relationships, and you're just basically on the road in the right direction, okay? So very, very good. Let's get a Divine Masculine message right here. What does it say? I'm committed to improving myself. You inspire me to grow and heal. Look at that message to the cross watchers, to the divines. Your masculine is doing the work. High five, super proud, doing the work. He is very committed to improving themselves, himself, herself, whatever, for you. And not just for you, but for themselves. But of course this benefits you as the cross watcher. But they're doing it for themselves, but of course it benefits you. You have been the reason that they've been inspired to be a better person. So your masculine does want you to know that the only thing that's ever taught them to love themselves and to be a better human is some of the words that you've said to them and some of the things that you've done for them. Your loyalty stands out and does wonderful things for them. The times that you were there for them when nobody else was. The times you gave them lasting advice that still sticks with them to this day. The times that you forgave them over and over and you didn't have to. The times when they shooed you away and told you it's over and you're free, leave, and you stuck around. You know, these are the messages to them that is like, who is this person? And I don't mean stick around like an obsessive, crazy person. I mean just the fact that your spirit is still resonating with them. That kind of sticking around. Just the fact that you still have love. The fact that your love is still there. It didn't go anywhere. That's the kind of loyalty I'm talking about. Because your loyalty could have left long ago. You could have been bitter and upset and cut them off emotionally long ago, but you didn't. You left your love light on because you wanted to be there. Even if you weren't physically, you wanted to be there. And this is not going to resonate for all the people that are throwing F-bombs and F them and F that, and I don't want them. I want me, 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 me. It's all about me now. I'm new, new, new. This isn't going to resonate with your reading. Sorry. It will not resonate. It's not your reading. And I don't honestly know, for those of you that clicked on this video and wanted to watch a message about a divine masculine, if you are single or you are done with who you thought was your divine masculine, you know, I don't know why you wanted to watch it. That's going to be between you and God. There's a reason why you decided that, pursued it, wanted to watch it. But you've got some healing to do. If you're not happy about this message, you've got some healing to do. All right, so we're going to go ahead and look at what Spirit says is going to be happening in the forecast. All right. First card out, Tarot. Oh, it's the Hierophant in reverse. This is a divorce. This is a separation of some commitment. This is a loss of belief in a specific mind frame that somebody's been in. If they've been stuck, you know, believing and committed to a specific way of thoughts, a specific way of life, that's over. You know, when the Hierophant's in reverse, it's like I'm breaking that connection to Spirit. I'm breaking that connection to a lover. I'm breaking that connection to a marriage or a contract with somebody that I've been committed to. Or, you know, it also represents I'm pulling away from circles and friendships that no longer serve me. This is pulling away from a church. This is pulling away from a friend circle. This is pulling away from a belief system. Yeah. And for sure, it's pulling away from a marriage, because the Hierophant does represent that. You know, the 5 does talk about a challenge. And masculine is definitely facing that challenge and breaking those ties that need to be broken. Thank you, Keith. Hello. Hi there. Thank you so much. Hi, Keith. Thank you so much for that $20 super chat. You are an angel. Bless you, bless you, bless you 1,000 times for that. Thank you. May you get that tenfold. Okay? Thank you so much. All right, so let's continue with this. So we have the Island Time Wellness. Let's pull that one. Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. Oh my gosh, guys. This whole reading has been about an ending for the masculine. There's definitely death just all over. 10 of Swords in its own way is a death card. And when you have the Coffin and the Hierophant in reverse, that is an absolute confirmation of the end of a marriage or commitment or a circle of friends and community or beliefs. That is a confirmation. You guys already know it. The next card that comes out is the Fox. Sly, clever, sneaky. Ooh. The Fox. The masculine's planning a getaway. Spirit's like, they're already planning it. They've been planning it. The masculine is foxy, maybe good looking, you know, but also just clever. And the masculine has had to sneak away, get away with this particular situation because nobody wanted him to really divorce or separate or get away with this. But he's like, oh yeah, I'm getting out of here. I am out of here. And if they have to lie, cheat, steal, sneak, whatever it is, that fox is like, I'm going to do what I got to do to get the hell out of here. All right. And I feel like he's 7 of Swords. I feel like he's fleeing the situation. We're going to read that. Oh my God, guess what? Opened it up in the book and boom, it landed right there on the fox. Is that not just creepy? Well, it just means it's a confirmation. It's the truth. But let's go ahead and see what it says. When I am not your job, I am your red flag for some deviousness going on. Look around your circle. Look around your friendships. Look around your family and your affairs. Look around your marriage. I am someone who might be planning your fall. I am a master of manipulation, and I am going to fool you all. Craftiness is my fame, and sneaky is my game. Wow, this presence of this card brings cunning, plotting for good or ill will. I'm sorry. Plotting for good or ill dependent on its position. So plotting for good is honestly what I feel here, because this is positive and good. This is positive and good. This is positive and good. So I do feel that the masculine's getting out of a difficult situation for good. All right. The fox looks back on his prey. Perhaps the cockerel thinks he's the only one awake so early. The fox has prepared his ruse, though, and it sure is hard to catch this fox. And he is definitely sure to get his bird. At the time of conception of the Lenormand deck, the popular tale was of the Reynard the Fox. The collections of tales depicted Reynard as a false prophet, and many traditional interpretations of the fox card still carry this sense of false gospel. Wow, and you know, it's so weird because you have the Hierophant. That's religious. So like literally, the masculine is getting away from a religious tie that was a false prophet, a false teaching. The masculine may have literally been involved in some religious group that he or she is now separating themselves away from, because that is just crazy. But for other people, yeah, this is definitely a commitment and a marriage coffin. They are sneaking away from this. Anyways, be aware of this tricky card of deception. The fox in the Lenormand is much like the Seven of Swords today. And it is literally a way of reading deception and flattery lead to a cut-up heart. You've been warned. You guys want the tea? I feel bad for giving you guys the tea, but do you guys, the cross watchers, do you guys want the tea? The masculine is smiling in someone's face, all the while planning the move away. Because the masculine does not want this person to know they're gone. They don't want to fight. They don't want to just, no, they don't. And they've been talking Ace of Swords over and over again, telling this person, it's over, okay, Axe, you're not good for me, you're not right for me, this is not a good situation for me. They've been currently, Ace of Swords and the Axe, telling this person all about it. So this person has kind of been warned, but they also kind of don't have an idea of what's going on. They don't know to what extent the masculine is leaving. And the masculine is creating more karma, that is for sure. Carrying some guilt with that cross. The guilt of leaving this person behind. Possibly a family with the Empress in reverse. But I feel like the reason he or she must leave this situation behind is because there's that twin flame, that soulmate. And that soulmate is also represented by the Empress, because the Empress card represents the divine feminine, which is you, the cross watcher. So what's been happening is the masculine's been turning down the Empress, the heart with the key, and carrying that cross, carrying that guilt, that they have put down their empress, their divine feminine. How can you be told yet not know, though? How can you be told but not yet know? I would say it's like telling someone you're always going to leave or you're always going to break up, but you never do. And I've been in relationships like that. I used to tell my ex all the time, it's over, it's over, it's over, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. And I would be mad for like a day, or we'd be fighting, or we'd have some kind of a breakup. But then we were back together. And so then it meant nothing. Every time I would tell this person, it's over, it's over, it's done, it was like, yeah, you're going to get over it. You know, next week, we're going to be back together. You're just pissed, you're just stressed, you're just blowing off fumes. You don't really mean it, you know? And I really did mean it. I just got sweet-talked back into it. I was done, but there was something that they did to keep me there. And it seemed to put a Band-Aid on the real problem. But after so much time, it just, you get numb. After years and years of problems, you're just like, no, you know what? I really do mean it this time. I really am leaving. And this person's like, whatever. You say that all the time, but it never really happens. And I think that's what the fox is doing. The fox is really planning that move. I once knew somebody, and this person planned to leave someone in a very sneaky way, and it was really fucked up. Thank you, Kiara King. Yes, we're going to be finishing the 22s today. But this person decided to leave his girlfriend of 3 years. They were engaged and very close. They never spent time apart. But they had had a lot of rough parts of their relationship. And there was talk here and there about a breakup, but it definitely didn't seem like serious talk. One day, this person went to work as if nothing happened. They hugged, they kissed goodbye. He went to work, she went to work. But before they even went to work, he slept with her one more time. He literally made love to her that morning. And that was some information I forgot to mention. So here they are having sex, making love, having breakfast, saying goodbye, and going off to their jobs. And she thinks things are going great. She's like, this couldn't be better. My relationship is going so well. I can't wait till we get married. I love this person so much. When she comes home, she finds him gone. All his shit. All his shit. All of it. Not a single t-shirt left behind. Not a single sock. The couches, the coffee tables, everything but the bed, because I think that was hers. The dining table. They just had a one-bedroom apartment, you know, so I think it was really furniture-wise, just the sofa set, the table, and the coffee table. There was a chair also, like a sky chair. Plates, pans, fucking gone. Bathrooms, shaving stuff, gone. Clothes, gone. Car, everything gone. She got back and there was a letter on the floor explaining why he was leaving and that he had just needed to move on with life. It was better for them to see other people. It was too hard for him to leave or break up with her in person. That he had tried to break up with her in person, but it just couldn't happen. Because he loved her too much that she would start crying or, I don't want to break up, and then he couldn't leave. He felt responsible for her. So he did not want to do it in person, and he left some roses on the floor. And he had called someone to be there when she got off of work. So when she went home, she wasn't alone. She was embarrassed, completely embarrassed. And the person that was there, shocked. It was a very difficult situation. Anyways, my point with that is this fox, that's that sly motherfucker. But it's for good. That person just did not want to break up with that person, literally in person, because they couldn't do it. And this is a clean break. Guys, this is a clean break. I may even title this a clean break. Axe, breakup, separation, no more continuing of this pattern. Do you think that person is going to have karma one day? A cross to carry? Yeah, one day that person will have a cross to carry. I don't know when, but someday. But yeah, to answer your question, Elizabeth, that's how someone has a warning but doesn't ever believe it, and then this is going to be a shock, a surprise. The Ace of Swords. It's like, wow, they actually did it. And there's no making up. There's no going back. Everything, they can't even come back and say, I need a pan or I need something to borrow. Nothing. It's fucking over. And you know what was worse? I think he called the apartment that they were staying in and told the apartment people, I'm leaving, I'm breaking the lease. And he paid the apartment people whatever little money they needed to break the lease. And he was gone. So she couldn't even stay at that apartment. She couldn't even live there anymore. She had to get whatever her belongings were and just go. So that is the very painful Ten of Swords. And that's what he wants. The masculine wants that break, wants that Ten of Swords, wants that ending, that very painful decision, that very painful death. Bring on the death. This is over. It's going to suck. It's going to be painful, but it needs to be done. So that's a very difficult situation. Oh, I see some people here in the audience. They have been through the same shit. Insane Justice. Yep, slept with me that night too. And I came back to a tore up room. Wow. Like the cops came and raided your bedroom. She got an explanation to this day. And I don't know what happened. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, that's really what's going on in this situation. So this is that clean break. The masculine is done, moving on, it's over. That's what he wants. The masculine just wants the ending. But the golden mirror says it's about leaving a one-sided relationship. One-sided. Being with a narcissist. Love bombing. You know, that's toxic. So the good news is the masculine wants to end a toxic relationship. Or it could be reversed. It's possible that somebody thinks the masculine is the narcissist. Somebody thinks the masculine is toxic and one-sided. And somebody is like, I'm leaving you, masculine, not the other way around. I'm leaving you. I'm going to abandon you. I'm going to axe you. I'm going to sneak away, coffin, end this connection. And, you know, it could be that way. Keep in mind this is reversible. And that's probably why the masculine says at this point, the masculine says, I'm so lonely, but I just want to be left alone. You know, because after a breakup, whether you do it or it's done to you, you just want to be left the fuck alone. You know? It's like, I don't want to be around friends, family, anybody. I'm broken up with someone, leave me alone. I just want to be alone. I just want to go through my thoughts, my feelings, and just get through this shit. Markers. That's a fear of moving on. It may be worse. Yeah, some people have a fear of moving on. But I can tell you one thing, in this masculine situation, it is over. This is a clean cut. And believe me, somebody's taking a risk. They're rolling the dice. They're going to see what happens. It's over. Someone's facing the snake, that karmic situation. And believe me, this does have something to do with Saturn. We talked about the number 36, a cross to bear, a heavy burden, guilt. Also, it just talks about karma in general. So yeah, the masculine is dealing with this right now. But the best thing the masculine could do right now is deny any other future relationship. So that's very good. The masculine wants to hermit mode by himself, be alone, and whomever this other person is that's like, I love you, I like you, I want to be with you, the good thing that the masculine is doing is saying no. And maybe that's you, cross watcher. Maybe you're like, I love you, I like you, I want to be with you, and the good thing that the masculine is doing is saying no, I can't be with you right now. I love you and I do want this, but I can't be with you right now, Ten of Swords. I got to go through some self-reflection. I have to go through some deep restorative healing. I'm not ready to jump on the twin flame bandwagon yet. I do want that and I am loyal to that, but I've got to deal with my situation, okay? Because they have some real shit to deal with. All right, so that's kind of what's going down in the masculine's life in a nutshell. Let's get an oracle here. With every death, you know, there's this rebirth, this transformation. So let's go ahead and see what's happening, what's coming in. We'll do a transformation oracle. And we'll do a heal yourself oracle. I know you guys like that. Okay. All right. Spirit, please guide and direct me for the divine masculine. Give me an oracle about what is being healed in the masculine energy at this time. What is being healed? What is being healed at this time? Divine masculine. Okay, it is definitely that one. Bottom of the deck is selling out. So the prostitute archetype. This is selling yourself short. This is giving yourself away, hurting yourself for something that is totally not worth it. And so this person has been devaluing themselves, being a false person. And that's bottom of the deck for the masculine. All right. Let's get a transformation oracle. What's transforming in the masculine's life at this time? What's transforming in the masculine's life? What's changing? What's changing? Thank you. Okay. Oh my God, you guys aren't going to believe this. Bottom of the deck is separation. Look at that. Can you believe that? Wow. I mean, this is the most like obvious reading I've done probably ever, if not for a very long time. It's been a very long while since I've had something this honest. And back in the day when I would do readings like this, I would see the Ace of Swords and I would be like, boom, that's the symbol of truth, honesty, that this message is legit. It's very honest. And that's really what's going on. Thank you so much for the 1111. Demarius, thank you so much for that beautiful message with the doors opening with the 1111 and this journey and your blessing. May you be blessed tenfold what you've just blessed me with. Thank you so much. Okay. I can't believe you guys got separation. That's nuts. Just major confirmations left and right. Let's get a message from your DM. Oh, all right. Okay, bottom of the deck, message from your divine masculine to you, the cross watcher, divine feminine. You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love you, from Pride and Prejudice. I think your relationship is a lot like Pride and Prejudice. She was smart, she was witty, she was independent, she was a firecracker. And he was rich and he was good looking and he was charming and so available. And, you know, who didn't want him, you know? And she totally misunderstood him. She thought he was a complete asshole. She was like, you are the worst human being I've ever fucking known, basically. You suck. I want nothing to do with you. I think you're, you know, waste of life. You're a wretched person. Like, I hope I never see you again. If I ever see you again, it's too soon. You know, and so she was just like, fuck you. She had no idea he was not a bad guy. And he actually did very good things for her family. And when she found out that he was actually doing very good things and she was totally fucking wrong, she was like, I am the biggest asshole on the planet. What the fuck is wrong with me? I cannot believe the ass I've made out of myself to this good man. And she was like, I need to find him. I need to tell him I am fucking sorry and I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot, basically. And it just so happened he had come to her house and left a letter of goodbye and apologies and this and that. He was just too proper. Come out and say it. That fucking man did not express his feelings. You couldn't have paid that man to express his feelings. He sucked at talking about how he felt. He sucked about telling her how he felt about her and that he was so into her. He could have said that from the fucking beginning, but he was so stupid and he didn't say it. It was annoying. So she never knew how he felt. So honestly, it wasn't just her fault. He also should have stepped up like a man and told her how he felt, but he didn't. So anyways, he gives her the letter and he's walking off in this field at like dawn. Okay, the sun is rising. It's a beautiful scene. And she is running out after him like, hey, you know, basically like, you know, she's out of breath. He turns around and Mr. Darcy, you know, and he's like, what, you know, what is it? He was ready to cry and just go kill himself, basically, because he loved her and she didn't love him. So he's like, I don't understand why this woman that I love so much hates me so fucking much. Why does this woman that I love and cherish and will do anything for hate me so fucking much? I don't get it. And excuse me, but ladies, gentlemen, I think the divine feminine is Mr. Darcy. I think you guys are doing so much good shit for the masculine, but he doesn't see it. He's under some mask. He doesn't understand the good shit that you've done, and so he's mad at you or you know, whatever. He just doesn't like you, and you're just like, why? What the fuck did I do? How could you not like me? Really, there's a big misunderstanding. You know, there's a big misunderstanding, guys. And you know, when they talk, and she's like, I made a complete fucking ass out of myself. You know, I'm sorry, you know, and they confess each other in a much more beautiful way than I'm able to confess right now, how much they care about each other, how into each other they are. And they cry and they're just like, wow, I like you too. And, you know, it was just crazy. And it was more than like, it was love. You know, it was a very new love, but it was love. But she was just so happy she finally figured it out. And she was wrong. And they got married and shit was good. You know, it's a happy movie. Thank God it's a happy movie. I'm tired of fucked up movies. But the point is, this Pride and Prejudice quote here is, you have bewitched me. Like, you've taken me over. Okay? I don't know what it is about you, but I'm fucking crazy about you. You must be a witch. Or whatever, you know. You've bewitched me. You've overtaken my mind. I can't stop thinking about you. My body only wants you. I get so crazy for you. My soul yearns for you, even in my dreams. Okay? You have bewitched me. And I love you, I love you, I love you. Period. Period. Point blank. So this is the overall message of your love for each other. And certainly the cross-watcher, the divine feminine's love for the masculine. But this is the love message that came out. And like I said, feminine, I don't care about male, female. I do think you represent Mr. Darcy. You've been trying to do so many good things, but the masculine hasn't seen it and misunderstood. And someday, hopefully at the right time, your masculine's going to come out of the woodwork and figure that shit out. Figure out that the only one that was on his team was you. And the only one that had their back was you. And you are the loyal friend. You are the loyal partner. You are the twin flame, the divine love, and that just needs to be seen from your masculine's point of view. And there will be a reckoning and an awakening, okay? That golden mirror will reveal the truth at the right time, because I know who you are. And that's their cross to carry, believe me. So anyways, let's read their message to you. Drum roll, please. Ooh, their message to you, endurance. Even though you fed up, you got to keep your head up. That's the message from Tupac. We'll wrap. They're like, look, I know you fed up with me. I know you're tired of my shit. I know that this is a very long and shitty and just rigorous journey. And I know I don't make it any easier. And I know that you have endured this difficult walk with me as a soul, as a twin flame. But even though you're fed up with everything that's been going on between us, just keep your head up. You know, smile because you're beautiful. Keep your head up. You're a good person. Keep doing your thing. I'm proud of you. Keep trudging along. You got this. So your partner wants you to stay strong. Keep going. Endure this. That, you know, this isn't forever. It's a part of the journey. Okay? So your partner says, I love you and I want you to endure. Please, if you can. So that's a message of love from your partner. All right, so what are they working on with healing? That's this card. We have sadness. And that's really just depression, pain, and suffering. They do have a lot of pain and suffering here. This isolated is really just sad. Honestly, look at that. This is freaking sad. You know, and this is what they're healing. This is what your masculine is working on. So you can trust and believe in that one. And let's get the book. Number 5, just like the Hierophant for the outcome. 555 or 55 may be a symbol for you guys. Wow, I look up, I see 77 minutes. That may be a symbol for you guys, but the 5 does represent challenge and change. So that's what's happening in the masculine's life, a very challenging change. So it's easy to swallow up your sadness or even be swallowed up by your sadness and hide behind a fake smile, a fake profile, a fake life, and fake-ass excuses. Yet sadness can open the door to your heart, and the truth lies hidden within. And once you get inside of it and you deal with your sadness, you can access compassion. So when the masculine can finally truly allow themselves to cry, to feel bad about things, to feel their sorrow, their guilt, their suffering, their cross to carry, over the loss of love, the loss of loved ones, the loss of lost opportunities, even a broken heart, the suffering of failures, or a friendship that's even ended. Once they can cry and cleanse their soul and allow their heart to heal, then masculine, you can allow yourself to be transformed. Let your heart cry. Let it go through this process. Because masculine, crying and feeling vulnerable is a sign of strength, which actually demonstrates your connection to your body, which is a very masculine thing. So admit your weaknesses, admit your failures, and allow yourself to know yourself. Allow yourself to love yourself. Allow yourself to comfort yourself. Embrace your limitations and evolve. Masculine, to admit weakness will allow you to know who you truly are. Embrace this truth, and evolve. Be willing to let go of the cold walls of protection that you have created, which made you feel empty and sick, and you thought it was keeping people out, but it was really just keeping you a hostage in a prison of your own making, a prison of bitterness, sadness, suffering, guilt and shame and misery. It was a very cold prison. Be willing to let go of those walls that you have created. You don't need to get lost in your emotions and never come back. Just give yourself time to feel them and let them move through your whole being, cleansing and purifying your heart, your body, and your soul. I want you in this healing exercise, there's an action in the book. And relax your body. Place your hands crossed over your heart, your beautiful heart. I want you to ask yourself, where are you hiding and holding on to these feelings of loss, these deep feelings of grief, these deep feelings of ultimate sadness and hurt and pain and suffering? Have you frozen your tears? Have you cut yourself off from your feelings? Have you been afraid to face the person in the mirror or a person in a situation in which you feel bad? Who do you need to apologize to? And who should have apologized to you but never could or never did? Who hurt you? And who have you hurt? Let those things come up and let the tears come out. That is the healing. I want you to be willing to let go of that now. Put on some music of protection. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Let me rewind. Put on some music or a song that touches you, that makes you feel good or makes you feel sorrow. Some song that maybe brings tears or memories. Put on that song and start taking off the layers of protection that you've built and mended over your heart. And as the layers start to melt away like cold ice, then rub your hands together for 30 seconds and place your hands next to each other palm and point inwards towards the heart and imagine holding a bright green ball of light in between your palms. And place your hands over your heart and allow this light to dissolve any iciness from your heart, any pain, any dirtiness, any grief, any sorrow. Let it take it away, dissolve it away. And when you start feeling like your heart is clean, warm, purified, you're in the right direction. And if you need to do it again, do it again. But keep doing it till the sadness can start to creep away. So yeah, the masculine's really suffering with some guilt, a very heavy cross to carry, very heavy burdens. And you need to release that masculine, release those things right now. It's very good, and I think you're working on it. Okay, so what is transforming? What is the transformation in your life right now? Are you ready? Ooh, you got the Ascent. I love it. So out of this deck, your transformation is you're going through a separation, which is going to lead you to liberation, which is the Ascent card. It really reminds me of liberation. So finally climbing that mountain. Number 9, it's about endings. Oh, thank you so much, Susafate Lamar. My voice is lovely. Really, thank you. Even though I think it sounds terrible because I've been sick. Thank you so much for that comment. All right. Thank you for that Cash App donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, guys. This is the element of air, the number 9, and the phase of refinement. And the message of the artwork is above the jealous mouths. This is about the masculine's change to triumph. Rise up to higher ground, masculine. Let your opponents fall away below you. Thank you, Mex. Oh, I told you you're getting a record deal, Steph. Oh, thank you, Mex. I love you. So masculine, when you're facing a challenge, do your best to rise above the negativity. Hold your head so high. You have been in battle, but you are going to come out a winner. Battles with others are all around you. They've been around you, and you have been certain that you've lost many times. Don't settle for your inner weakness. Discouragement, anger, and depression, those are the easy ways out when dealing with this difficult period. Instead, look for the positive, masculine. Write down a gratitude list. Focus on the good every moment of your life. Focus on health, family, and friends, work, nature, even the small acts of kindness directed towards you, even a friendship from your pet. Be grateful. This will have you ascend. Masculine, know that whomever behaved badly towards you is trapped in their darkness and their fear and their lovelessness. The saying is just like me. It reminds us that at times we are no better than others, and others are no better than you. We all fall, we all make mistakes, we all hurt people, but it's the ones that get up, climb to redemption. Find compassion for yourself even in your worst, so you can extend it to your enemies who need it the most. Let your opponents fall below you. Leave them and their bad behavior while you go forth in grace. And if this is a message about you, leave your bad behavior behind you and go forward now in compassion, forgiveness, and grace and mercy for your redemption. Model how to rise above pettiness, greed, and live with courtesy and dignity and mercy. Life is a jagged road, masculine. So ignore the unsupportive words and actions by others casting stones of negativity to you. Allow those negative stones to even enter your mind. Keep climbing towards the light. Take with you those who are ready to reach new heights and let yourselves fly. I love it. I do love it. Masculine, you're doing so good. Very good climb. I'm glad you're getting out of a situation. So whatever your situation is, whether it's you leaving someone or someone leaving you, or you just leaving a group of people or a past or something behind you, even bad habits, okay? I'm so glad that you are separating from that which is toxic. I'm so glad for you. You're doing the work. You're ascending. You're healing. This is so good. I know right now the overall underall is you are so confused. You don't really know what direction to go right now, and you're really looking to that feminine or your higher self or someone to help you out. You're going to figure it out. You are going to figure it out. An additional message from the Divine Feminine, to the Divine Feminine is, I'm sorry if I ever made you question your own worth. You are incredible inside and out. So the masculine doesn't want you to question that. You know, whatever's been toxic between you, masculine, and your feminine, it had to happen that way, and it's forgiven. We have to move on from that. We don't want to stay there anymore. So you guys are both moving in a good direction towards what feels like togetherness. But first, a little aloneness. A little aloneness and a little healing. Anyways, really good message overall. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, like I always say, this reading is just a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming. And please hit the like button on your way out if you can, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, please, if you haven't. And if anybody's interested in supporting my cause, my channel, my messages, and you want to keep this ball rolling for you and other people, please donate to jks1111.com, or you can go on Cash App. My Cash App tag is money symbol let that shit go 1111. All right. And just go ahead and, feel free to give a thank you, a shout out, a question. If you guys want to say anything to me, communicate with me, you can always chat with me down there in the comments. I always look at those. And if anybody's interested in anything I have to offer to support me further, to keep this channel going and just my job, this is my job to keep me going, please go to www.jks1111.com. Go ahead and browse around, see what suits you, and let me know what works for you, okay? Readings are a little bit behind, but I am catching up. So everyone that's waiting, hang in there. And for those of you that are going to order now, just hang in there. Emergencies always get done first, but I only do one a day anyways. So I love you guys, and have a beautiful, lovely night. In the next video, I'm going to finish my 22s. So for those of you that purchased the 222222 portal reading, I'll see you on the other side. It is a closed list. There is no more availability on that. But keep an eye out, because I do have other reading offers popping up. I'm thinking about doing dollar cards, just one card. I don't want to do like a bunch of dollar cards, but $1 cards on the first. So that's coming up very soon. So for those of you that just want me to pull one tarot card for you, on the first, I will be doing some cards for people that donate $1, either through Cash App or JKS, or even Super Chat, okay? I know I only get 40% from Super Chat, but I'm willing to do that too. It's just for fun. So that's going to be available to you guys on the first. And then I always have my 1111. And I do 1111 for each card. So you can purchase up to 5 cards with the 1111, okay? And I'll do this spread. So if you want to purchase 5 cards on 1111, or not on 1111, on the 11th, those cards are just $11.11, and you can purchase those at Cash App or JKS only. Those are special, only those kinds of cards. And then I do $22 readings also, a minimum. I try to keep it under 10. This last one was very big because it was the 2222 portal, but usually I have 10 readings for $22 on the 22nd of every month, for those of you that want to enter into that. Okay, so keep an eye out. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss my readings and you are aware. And I love you all so much. Thank you, Masculine, for tuning in. This is a very good change for you. You're going in a good direction. Clearly you're ascending. So I'm so happy for you. You're getting out of a dark situation. Good job. And for all the cross watchers, I hope you feel blessed by this message. This is luck. Luck is changing. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Lots of love. Tomorrow we're going to start getting into the element readings. So we're going to be doing all of those for February. Okay, guys, I love you so much. And I'll see you on the other side for the 22s in a second. Bye-bye. And just keep swimming.